guys hear me? Hopefully somebody logs in. Can't post message to someone else's channel. What? Can't post channel? No. Hey, you guys, can you guys hear me? Um, so anyways, just want to jump in, say what's up, hang out with you guys for about maybe like 45 minutes. Just kind of wanted to give a heads up, follow up, and also use this opportunity to show some channels that I've been kind of keeping up with and been able to now that I had a little bit more time just to kind of hang out. Um, C plus, can you guys hear me? I'm not sure if you guys can hear me. If that would be great if you guys can uh, share that. It's funny because what's up, Juan? It's funny because I already forgot how to use this Restream software. So I'm trying to like look around how I can share my screen and things like that. But anyways, I just want to follow up. Oh, cool. Thank you. Thank you, C plus. Thank you, Juan. I want to do a follow up. First and foremost, one of the things that I really want to do whenever I do this is just kind of bring awareness. I'm never going to ask you guys to purchase. I'm never going to ask you for any of that. I do ask right now if you guys are cool. What's up, Noah? I do. If you guys have some questions, I would say type them in, and then that way we can have a little conversation for about 45 minutes. Car related, not car related. I'll definitely try to just kind of let's have a chat and be very respectful. That's always the main mission here at Automotive Anatomy. So like I said, I'm never gonna ask you guys to buy anything. I just kind of always say this to make you guys aware. And the first thing that I want to make you guys aware of is this shirt, handcrafted, authentic EF. And my buddy Brandon, he's from here in Cali, and that guy, he works his butt off. And what I like about him is the fact that he does everything out of his driveway, and he has a whole bunch of EFs. That's why it's handcrafted. Obviously, he does it himself, authentic, classic. And then we have Shut Up, obviously with the emphasis on the EF. And the back of the shirt says "Saving F in History" with the EF because he loves EFs, and um, the guy's putting in mad work. And I mean, you can't say anything, but that's amazing. And I'll go ahead and share the screen. So I think that's how it is. Yeah, like I said, man, I forgot how to use all of these websites already. So hopefully I am doing it right. I think I am. So like I said, I'm never going to ask you guys to buy anything, but I think it's cool to just bring awareness. What is these freaking we F? There you go. I don't know why. I try to remember people's Instagrams, but sometimes it doesn't work. So, anyways, the homie Brandon, we have Shut Up. He has 11,000 followers. He's been at it for a while. He puts in mad work. His main project right now is Miley, and it's all-wheel drive, and he's pretty stoked. He just got a new, I believe that's a fuel cell, and he's been doing some stuff. He also has another wagon. I mean, the guy has a whole bunch of cars. As you can tell, he loves the EF chassis, and he's been lagging on so anyways, so he sells shirts, and if any of you Honda heads would like to show some support, you can go to his Instagram and just kind of look at what he's doing. Like I said, not to buy anything, but just so you can see, and if you have a car that you want to do all-wheel drive system, he does a whole bunch of videos, and he's pretty smart. I mean, super smart guy, super humble guy, likes the Eagles. That's kind of where his downside goes. Likes the Eagles and likes to talk shit. So I like him, and I dislike him at the same time. I'm a Chiefs fan. And anyways, check out his shirts if you guys like them. If not, no problem. I think that'd be pretty cool for you guys to just kind of get a sense. What's up, Hummy? Hit the tech. Like I mentioned, if you guys have some questions, feel free to put them in the comment section, and we can have a little chat. Now, the next section that I want to start off with is going back to sharing my screen. I want to show some love to some of the channels that have subscribed to me and that are constantly showing some love. And TR Vlogs Car Life, she uploads just kind of different topics. I've been watching more of the car channel stuff on my phone. But I think it's cool to just really take the time. Again, if you guys go to her channel and you guys absolutely dislike what she's uploading or whatever, just know that it's just awareness. There's always somebody out there who's trying to putting work, and I think that that's important for you guys to understand. There's somebody who's pushing themselves. And by the way, man, nothing but love from her. Always leaving positive comments, and I really appreciate it, especially when she mentioned something like, where it's from. Um, there's not, the car scene is different than what I show, and kind of brings her back and shows mad love. So just wanted to say thank you first and foremost, and for anybody out there who's very supportive, or maybe you may enjoy the content that TR Vlogs Car Life produces, and just wanted to make you guys aware, because obviously we don't all have the time to watch YouTube 24/7, and I think that would be a good opportunity for some of you guys. Maybe you guys dislike it, maybe you guys like it, maybe subscriptions are free, and maybe you just want to show support by subscribing and not even watching a video. It helps not only from an emotional state of mind, but obviously it helps the channel grow, and then it motivates the actual content producer. The next channel that I want to discuss is Teto Media. I want to say he's obviously uploading a little bit more. He's more into cars. I don't think he's even has shown his face, but he's been trying to start making more videos, and kudos to him. He did a cruise, and mostly he just walked around the cars. I mean, I wouldn't even say walked around. He just did this. But again, it gives you a sense of motivation. You see some very nice, clean cars, and um, just wanted to make you aware. He's working on his actual EK, and this thing has been resprayed. It looks very, very good, and I think hopefully some of you guys can show some love. And again, if you guys dislike it, like it, that's cool. If not, I just kind of want to make you guys aware. And last but not least, for the channels, is my homeboy Honda Vlogs, aka Chris, or Chris, aka Honda Vlogs. I haven't been able to watch his last recap, but I make it a point to definitely watch. And I usually watch on my computer. That's why you guys can see the red lines here, as opposed to the other videos. I usually watch the other ones on my phone, but I like watching this guy on my actual computer, just because I don't know. I like the background. His voice is pretty good. I think his voice is like, he's always energetic, and I like that he's bringing a lot of topics, talking about new cars and things like that. And I enjoy. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I enjoy more the recaps. He hasn't been doing much of those, but I know that in his personal life, he's going through a lot, and he's just busy, and so he's also trying to build his EF. And those videos I was looking forward to a lot, just because who doesn't like somebody like putting on a seat in the driveway, or he he took a Ninja and put it on his passenger side and drove it to Dana's house, and got it done. But that's cool to me. That's really, those are the channels that I really enjoy watching. But how about you guys? What have you guys been up to? Anything interesting you guys been working on your cars? It's a new calendar year, but for me, it's just like a continuation of whatever we've been going through. I'm not a big guy on resolutions, but I do vision boards, and I'm not sure if you guys are familiar with the vision boards, but I absolutely love vision boards. Um, Last year, 2020, and the year before that, 2019, I did vision boards, and I was able to track down some of the achievements and goals that I set up for myself. And man, it's not just luck; it's a lot of work. Obviously, we know that, but we forget. And it was cool just because you're able to track down things that you've done in the year that sometimes you accomplish and you don't even give yourself credit for, or things that you didn't accomplish, and you're like, okay, I'm gonna continue to pursue that. What's up, Ray? De corazones. And S30 Pivo. Cubole, man. I don't know where you're at, but appreciate you for tuning in, even for 30 seconds or whatever. Man, I really appreciate it. All-wheel drive, F the world. Gene Fujita. What's up, guys? What's up, Gene? Like I mentioned, thank you, Gene, for taking the time for doing that small clip while you were at work, just telling us what 2020 Automotive Anatomy was for you. It's funny because I wanted to discuss things that that I'm focused on right now, and one of the major focuses that I have for myself on a personal level, not necessarily in the channel, is to create more friendships. This past year and the year before that, I've come across so many amazing people, and Gene is definitely one of them. I mean, every time I go to a car meet, I love hearing his laugh, and we have a chat. He's always working on something. He's working on a CRX guys that and girls that yeah, I mean, he says we're gonna be the first ones to interview, and I'm still iffy about that, G. I'm always gonna give you crap about it, but I really appreciate. I know that we will get it on the channel regardless, and I'm telling you this right now. Like, if I'm the first one or I'm not, doesn't matter to me. Like, I don't. You guys know that I'm not into the whole secretive and oh, let me be the first one to show this. No, there's actually I'll be honest. There's two cars that I've interviewed on the channel that I waited. I hit them up and they're like, hey, you know what? Super Street's gonna want to do a shoot. I would rather wait until they do it and then you, no problem. I don't mind, and it's worked out. Where even one of the videos came out before Super Street, and I'm not in a competition. I don't care if Joey Sticky Diljo shows a video the next week or shows it a week before. If I was scheduled to meet up with somebody, uh, let it be it. I think that's the beautiful thing about cars, and there's actually brings me to another point. There's some of you that have mentioned, man, it'd be cool to do what you do. Well, what's stopping you? Like, I had one of my buddies who was like, man, I thought about doing that interviews before you started the channel, but I never, you know, did it, and now I don't want to do it because I don't want to steal from you. I was like, steal from me, like, like first of all, I don't know anybody, a lot of people, and two, I can't interview the whole world, and neither do people want to come and do. And I know people do not want to get interviewed by me. So the more the merrier. I don't care. I've watched a lot of channels that are up and coming that are interviewing people, and to me, it's just like that's dope. You get to learn about different people and different builders. And so, if there's any of you that are in a different state or a different city, or even Southern California, that wants to do videos like similar or the same as mine, who cares? Do it. I mean, you may have more connections, and that's fine. Ultimately, we're here to hear the stories, and that's just me. That's the reason why I do it. That's the reason why I do the specific way that we do things. And I think for me, the biggest thing is the follow up, in the sense of like I've been following Gene and his projects for, close to I think 7+ months. I mean, it's crazy how uh, you you meet with people and it doesn't end for you that day. At least that's for me. I don't ever want anybody to feel like I was just an interview and this guy never ever replied back to me or never made time for me. And if that's the case with any of you, please hit me up and we'll definitely make sure that we get, we make time for you one more time just to kind of talk and hang out. That's never the goal for me to just have an interview and just be like, all right, that's it. It was a video for me. Nah. Very cool live showing people's channels. I appreciate it, man. I went on a walk with my wife, and I really want to just come in and follow up and give you guys an update how I'm doing. I'm doing it much, much, much better. I feel 1,000%. I was able to go back and trace how I got virus. I won't go into detail, but it was not car related. It was not car interview. It was not at the track. Just a silly way of getting it, but it could have been at a car interview. It could have been at the track, and so I think it was a good time. It was a good time for me to get it, and it helped. It helped to really just open up my eyes, and to really be more grateful. Going back to that, to the simple walks. I stayed in my room for 3 weeks straight, and it was crazy. My wife was losing it. I was losing it, but it was good. It was good, and the least I can do is show some channels, some love. That have been super supportive for me, man. Honestly, one of the wishes I wish. Right now, the lotto I think is like a $920 million, and I don't really follow the lotto. It's just I happened to hear on the way home. It was like the commercial between the podcast that I was listening, and I almost had the urge to like want to go buy a ticket, and I really don't buy tickets, and I was like, for what? Like, I'll be honest with you guys. I don't know if some of you guys know, but I follow a lot of the minimalist, and so I'm trying to kick back not only material stuff, but just I want to focus more on experiences. And I know that money is a great tool, and it would be an amazing tool, but at the same time, it can create more issues. And at the moment, I'm I can honestly say that I'm super content where I'm at. I love where I'm at, and I don't want to ruin that. And I think money, um, or things regarding money would cause more stress. And I don't know if that makes sense to some of you guys. Hence why I don't have a second job. Hence why I'm not the first one to raise my hand for extra duties at work. Oh, it's just stipend. I'm cool with that, man. I feel comfortable enough to to share that with my administrators, my supervisors, and they're like, oh, okay, it's different. I would think that you would want to jump on $2,000, $3,000 a month extra. Nah, I'm really, really happy where I'm at and the time that I'm in, and it's just cool. It's just cool. What's up, bro? Just got out of work, warming up the car. Chingon. If you guys don't know, you guys probably won't know because you guys don't reply to the comments, but I do. I think it's Sleek 69 White Dog. He has a few Hondas. I know that his main pride right now is an EG. He's doing some cool stuff, but they're very simple. My homie here, he works. I haven't met him personally. He's close by though, but this guy works, man. He's always working. He's always catching the interviews during his lunch. And to me, I take pride being able to read some of these usernames and have a little bit of idea what they do because then they'll follow me. Like he follows me on Instagram, and then we chat here and there. And I do apologize to some of you that might hit me up on Instagram or whatever, and I'm not as responsive as you guys share your amazing story, and I respond with like 3 different lines. I do apologize about that. It's just you guys have to understand that sometimes I get a few DMs, and going back to the whole minimalist thing, I'm trying to reduce technology. Ironically, I run a YouTube channel, but I'm also trying to kick back on technology, and so don't take it that I'm just like blowing you guys off. But I do want to hear you guys' stories. And I've gotten a few more messages, and man, your YouTube channel motivates me, and etc. And like I said, it's not me, it's the builders, but I really, really appreciate it. And thank you, homeboy, for always watching during your break. Hummy hit VTech. I'm getting back to YouTube, and I'm definitely looking forward to the friendships I will create. What kind of content are you trying to produce, man? I see VTech. Are you planning to do car stuff? Or are you trying to do something else? I think that's the main thing that we all again throwing you guys just different channels. If you guys want to hear, if you guys into motivational, if you guys are into what we call the space of self growth, I am, and I love that, and I'm always into positive thinking, things like that. Um, Regarding that, the reason why I say that is because I follow this guy Ed Milet, ED space MYLETT, and he just interviews a whole bunch of different people from different backgrounds. And really, just because you're trying to start a YouTube channel doesn't mean that you have to have everything figured out. I mean, the guy is a businessman, and he didn't know how to do a podcast, and somebody said you got to start a podcast, and he did, and he didn't even know how to upload it to YouTube, and so he had to hire people to help him out because he's an older head. But now, like I get so much immense value out of the people that he has interviewed. He's interviewed David Goggins. Like I listened to that one today, and it was the second time in this past week. And man, David Goggins is a whole different world. And Manny Cashman and some other guys. But the point is that I'm just trying to kind of make you guys aware of some of this stuff. And it kind of I just started thinking about him because whatever you decide to upload on VTech, do it for you and enjoy it. And appreciate those 2 or 3 or 5 or 10 people that show up. Like right now we have 10 people on the live. Man, I mean, you guys are amazing. It just comes down to that. And so I really appreciate that. DA9F the world. The lie detector determined that was a lie. Now it's cool, man. These are cool cars. Hopefully we can get a couple more upcoming. I am planning on starting to interview not this weekend, but the following weekend. I haven't booked anybody. I will start hitting up people. Again, you guys think it's easy. You guys think that people are lining up left and right to just interview. Nah, man, it's a shit ton of work. But it's okay. I like it, and I do it, and hopefully you guys can enjoy it too. Logan Wolf, what up, my friend? Thank you. Remote interviews like FaceTime. Sweet. That's cool. I like that. Honestly, that's cool. We're in the sense of technology, and there's so much. There's a lot of hidden information that gets lost just because the channel's not big or because the audio is not the greatest or the audio is not the greatest. The video. There's a lot of cool information, different information that you can get from different people, different backgrounds, and I think it's cool when you have different interviews and you talk about different stuff and especially when you're open-minded. I think that's super important. You have to be open-minded to accept different walks of lives, and that's how we get a message across without being disrespectful. Because once you start shouting or you try to show your message across in a negative way, then no one's gonna listen. So big luck to you, man. Shoot me a message later on the comment section, and I'll go back and hopefully subscribe and be looking forward to you uploading. No, I think I have a card for a police chase in Automotive Anatomy. I think I have a car for a police chase. What car would that be? A Honda Accord? Now we don't want any police chases, man. Come on now. All right, Ponderous Josh. I like that name. Ponderous. When is the next SoCal meet? That's a good question. As far as I know, the biggest meet that I really look forward to are my buddies Old School Honda meet, Enjoy Life Drive Slow, and then Cars and Coffee. Right now they really just cancel a whole bunch of them, um, because I think I think more people are really it's hitting home. It's hitting them personally, like kind of like what I went with the virus. So they're definitely canceling. I think Enjoy Life Drive Slow was supposed to host one. He kind of hinted, but at the same time, I think he wants to do it more like just small setting, a small number of people. So I'm not sure when that is the plan to kind of happen. Most likely he'll post like a day or so before, and that will be it. At the moment, I don't have any flyers or any information on any major car meet. If I do, I don't know if you follow my Instagram. It's Automotive Anatomy, and that would be the best way for you guys to kind of be up to date with with the car meets. I really don't I don't have any information at the moment, so I do apologize about that. Sometimes it just randomly come up. I know that there's some like tiny little meets in different areas, like once a month and things like that. I know the Breaky Club, BREKKIE, on Instagram. They're starting to do their little get-togethers again. But I mean, I would say I'll try to post them on YouTube, on the community tab, but Instagram will be the best source for you to follow up with the meets. That's usually where I post all of them. And thank you for a second question. When are you throwing meat also? I don't know, man. Definitely not right now, just because it's crazy with all this stuff that's going on and hitting me personally. Then I kind of open up my eyes and realize, like, oh man, like not to say I didn't think this was serious, but I wasn't taking it seriously enough. I do plan on throwing at meat eventually. I also wanted to, I've played around with so many different ideas because I didn't want it to just be the traditional park a car and then I know people, that's cool, but some people don't, and I don't like when somebody who either is just starting to get into the car world, or has a nice car but doesn't know anybody and just goes and just kind of stands by himself. I don't like that, so I wanted to make it more like interactive, and I know that's like making grown-ass men and women do like not like, I don't want to force anybody to do anything, but I really wanted to make it more interactive, so where people really are um, uh, welcoming. I think that's the word. I want people to be welcoming. So if I ever do decide to throw a meet, I think I would want to do it where right now with the pandemic we can't play football or anything, but I would want to do something where, I don't know, play Uno or something. Just something. I don't know. I'm just coming up with different ideas, but I don't know. So to answer your question, not anytime soon. But I do try to push others to host meets, like my buddy Passionate Breed, who has a donut shop in Corona, and he did a meet with my buddy JDM Inspired, and so that went well, and so maybe he'll do one with Old School Meat. I mean, we can make it very simple, but for now, I like just going and supporting as opposed to having that pressure of hosting it, even though it's just to create a flyer. But I take it very personal, and I'm gonna be honest with you guys. If I host one and people don't show up, it gets me. It gets to me, and it shouldn't, but it gets to me. But if people do show up, even if it's 3-4 cars, then I'm very grateful that they showed up. I don't know. The first time I tried hosting a media was just for the people that had an interview. I didn't open up to the public, and 5 people showed up, and that was definitely an amazing experience that I'm never ever gonna take that for granted. But we'll see. Just glad you're okay, man. I appreciate that so much. I got so much love from people, again, from people I never even met on Instagram, on YouTube. Obviously, somebody commented all those card meets and interviews without a mask. Well, yeah, I mean, ironically, it wasn't because of the car interviews and the mask, but it could have been. And so I definitely understand where you're coming from. But I got so much love, man, and I really, really appreciate it. And now I understand when people are going through it. I definitely try to be more understanding, and I have extended my hand to some of my peers that are going through coronavirus and things like that. I hit them up. How are you doing? Do you need groceries? Things like that. Because now I understand what a little bit what's going on. Maybe they're not getting pneumonias like I was, but still sucks, man. Like your whole world stops, for 2 or 3 weeks. What up, bro? Um, Thanks for the love, man. Thanks for tuning in. Thank you for just taking the time. Like I said, man, I appreciate you always showing mad love, man. Excuse me. You post when there's a meet. I try to. I did try on community tab on YouTube. I did it like 3 times, and then on Instagram, I'm definitely always posting them. So I would say if you have an Instagram, Automotive Anatomy, not trying to put the plug. I don't really mind if you do or you don't follow me, but that's really where I really just post all the car meets. But like I said, I'm gonna whenever I come across. Obviously, this past month has been just whack. I haven't done anything. I didn't have the energy. But I'm gonna hopefully get back into the groove of things. So if I do see a car meet, I'm gonna post in the community tab. That just because I'm posting it doesn't mean that I'll be there. It just kind of showing awareness, and hopefully you guys are able to attend, because I know I think that's what we're craving. We want to be able to have that uh, interaction with other people, and obviously staying safe. No, I don't have a car worthy enough for one day have an interview with you. You know what? It's funny you mentioned that. Neither do I. I mean, ironically, I'm the one interviewing all these builders, and my car is in rough shape. Speaking of that, I'm not going to go into detail, but Jackie is getting some work done. Having had her for about 2 weeks, and if you guys are in the IE, I'll definitely put this on. Let's do a little share. I'm gonna show you guys a little teaser just because you guys are showing mad love and you guys are here. But my biggest thing, I even told my homeboy, keep it on the low. I'm very low key. I don't like the attention. Ironically, I know I'm aware. I run a YouTube channel, but this is Jackie's engine bay right now, so you guys can get an idea of what's going on. And yeah, honestly, automotive needs in the Inland Empire or nearby areas. My guy, CB7 Mata, Francisco Mata. Um, yeah, this guy can do some magic. He is a little bit on the IE, deep down in the IE, but if you're from OC LA, worth the drive. I'm just gonna say that. Definitely worth the drive. He's been sending me a lot of updates and doing all these fun stuff. And like I say, he has his own shop. He has his own builds. He's kicking ass. This car, he completely built it. I mean, the whole paint, everything. I mean, you guys can see this, and it's crazy. This is all him. Paint, body, transmission, engine, mechanical, electrical, everything. So I would just even consider following him because he's putting in mad work. Super honest guy. He's a young guy, and I can't be. I can't even imagine taking my car to somebody else that could do the whole entire work that he's about to do. And I will eventually reveal it in a video for you guys. And I mean, I know WordWorks here in Anaheim. He does an amazing job with H22 swaps. That's the one that he did the H22 in the van. He does amazing work mechanically and electrically. But I'll just say there's a little bit of paint work, and Francisco happens to know and put his magic into the paint. And so I thought it would be a great opportunity for me to be able to take it to him, and then he could do his magic. So no, going back to I don't have a car worthy. I don't have a car worthy. I mean, if you guys go back to my very very first video, you guys see how rough in shape Jackie was, but it doesn't matter. Now I'm gonna be honest with you guys, and I hate to say this and sound like I'm very nitpicking. The cars that have come out in the channel are near pristine condition to our eyes, right? I mean, at the end of the day, they're 80s, 90s Hondas. They're very pristine. They're very well taken care of. I think that's the whole point, man. Go at your own pace. Enjoy what you have. My buddy, actually, Francisco, he's been giving me a lot of heat because he's been sending me all these pictures of what's wrong with Jackie. And it's not one, it's not two, it's multiple things. and we mess around, but he's like, dude, what the hell are your priorities are at? Because the car's in rough shape, and it really, really is. His Instagram pictures don't do justice, and so, um, or do too much justice in case of my case. So my car is really in rough shape. He's gonna be taking care of all that, um, but just go at your own pace. Ultimately, an interview, if it's gonna happen, it's gonna happen. I am being picky and choosing cars that are not necessarily done, but just to a nice spec because we do want to provide that information for you guys and motivate. And so if your car is not worth it, guess what? Again, go back to my very first video of Jackie. Damn, she was rough. It's been 2 years, and I'm on a budget. I'm on an everyday budget. I don't make thousands of dollars that I can just throw away. And even if I did, I wouldn't want to. I'll have other priorities. And so we're all at our own pace, okay? So don't even trip about that. And so what you need to do is continue working, whatever that means for you, save up for whatever you want, and create that your hobby, and eventually it's going to happen. It's just a matter of time, right? But I do appreciate Noah always typing and upper cases. To those, he's not mad. His keyboard doesn't work. Again, going back to, I know these little stories, I'm constantly reading you guys' comments. Gizmotor Sports. Congrats for getting over COVID. Watch that one with my wife. Hard to get her to watch car vids. Thanks. Don't put your wife through this, man. She doesn't want to watch this. She wants to watch something else. But I appreciate that, man. I definitely do. Like I said, it's not that I ever didn't believe that there was a virus. I just didn't take it as serious, and I know it wasn't car related, but at the same time it could have been, and learn my lesson, and definitely don't want to expose anybody or put anybody in a rough situation. But for now, I really appreciate. I am very glad I got over COVID, and I hope all of you guys are staying safe. And if you guys do or don't believe on COVID or wearing a mask, just stay safe. That's all I'm gonna say. Stay safe, because it's rough when you actually get COVID and you have to kind of quarantine. And yeah. Thank you for the thumbs up, Zach. Zach is Little John. I really appreciate it. Logan says, you inspire me to get my CB7, bro. Couldn't be happier. I love my CRX and EG, but damn that CB7. Yeah, Accords, man. You know what? The thing is, Accords are super underrated. They're just not they're not like the most, the first car that people think of. Accords are just like, they're family grocery. They're so much heavier. Maybe they are, and ultimately, I think people want to go where there's support. And EGs and EKs, they have so much support. Integras have so much support that it's so much easier to build one of those. I mean, again, not disclosing so much, but even finding a short shifter for Jackie, it's been a while. And my buddy Francisco is the one that recommended Cheetah, and so we ordered it. And it's still taking. I think it's been like 3 weeks in the making. So yeah. And I'm glad, man. You have CRX and EG. Shit, man. I'm still looking for my daily, guys. So just so you guys know, I know you guys are over it, but I'm still looking for my daily. And Gene, mine weren't pristine. Just got lucky to be in the interview. If you guys don't know Gene, I actually interviewed him when he had one CRX and two CRXs and one EF hatch, and obviously he has his Integra sedan DB8, and yeah, his cars were not pristine. You're right. I mean, they needed paint and things like that, but that's not what we're looking for. Like, that's absolutely not what we're looking for. But his car is freaking like quality parts, and so there's a difference between having a Yankee car that doesn't have nice paint and a not a car that doesn't have nice paint but with quality parts. And Gene is definitely the dude that, man, he has all EF stuff. It's crazy. His garage is literally a junkyard of EF, CRX. I don't think he messes a lot with wagons, but his whole thing is CRX and EF hatches. And definitely, yeah, your cars were not pristine. Actually, the purple one looked very pristine, but every car's gonna have flaws, especially you guys as owners. You guys are gonna know what it is. Ultimately, for me, is just getting to know the story and getting to know somebody else. And at the time, I'll be honest with you, I didn't know, Brandon, the guy that I started this video with the shirt. He's the one who mentioned you. He's like, hey, if there's a guy that you need to interview for these EF documentaries, Gene. I was like, who the hell is Gene? shoot me your Gene's IG, and I hit up Gene, and he made time for us, man. And I didn't know what I was walking into, and then when I met him, I was like, holy crap, this guy's an OG, and on top of that, these guys are kind of obsessed with EFs to a point like this is exactly the right guy that I need to have in the documentary. Not someone who has what, not necessarily someone that has a big social media platform, but someone who's really passionate about it. And I think that's the reason why on the comment sections everybody talked about Gene. Like that guy's so dedicated, and it just you can hear it, and it's true. You can hear how much he loves EFs, and for that I'm always gonna be thankful, Gene. And I know you've been checking up on me a lot, especially when I was sick. And I really appreciate that, man. I really, really, really do, man. All right, we're about to end it. We're gonna end it with Samuel. Samuel, thank you so much. Samuel's another guy who's always showing mad love. Always, always showing mad love. Hola desde el hermoso Corpus Christi. Now he's in Corpus Christi. He's from Texas. He's always working in different areas. And again, going back to I know the stories because he follows me on Instagram, and we're always messing, and we're always having chats. And I appreciate what you do, man. I know that you work outside and just stay safe, and you travel. You're traveling quite a bit from different city to different city, depending where work is. And I really enjoy listening to some of the stories that you have to share. And I appreciate you always being super supportive. So, that's kind of the reason why we do it. But anyways, I just thank you guys so much. I wanted to just jump in with you guys. Let me know if you guys would like to see something different from this lives. Maybe you enjoy them, maybe you don't. But at the same time, I just kind of want to push myself. Like I said, I will start trying to schedule people not this weekend, but for the following weekend. See if we have some people that are up to interviews. But I mean, if they don't, they don't, and that's fine. I'll probably continue doing this live. There's one of my buddies, Miguel. He's you know one of the things I also want to do, kind of like what VTech was mentioning about remote interviews. I definitely want to do remote interviews with some of you guys. And I tried that the first time, but I got sick, and then I stopped. And then the last time I went live, I ended up getting sick again. It's like, it's almost like every time I go live, I get sick. So hopefully I don't get sick this time. But I think I definitely do want to have some people interview. And there's one, my buddy Miguel, who he had an Accord coupe like mine. He got rid of it because he went to pursue dentistry school. Or dentistry school. He will become a dentist, and so he's in a different country, comes back, and so right now he's back here, and I would love to have him on, and so we can just have a just chat about life, because that guy's super smart and intellectual, and I really appreciate him just as a friend. Super cool dude. And then another dude that we've been chatting on Instagram as well. So great you're feeling better. Can't wait for more interviews, especially her Accord coupes. Ha 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 ha. We're going to try to get more Accords, man. That's all I know. We're going to try to get more Accords. For now, I appreciate you guys, all of you who tune in at one point or another, all of you who didn't make it to the live but now are tuning in. I really appreciate it. So what's your IG I can follow for my 91? Thanks for your life inspiration. Automotive anatomy. Just like you see it there, Automotive Anatomy on Instagram. Like I said, you just wanna, if that's exactly where I put all my stories for upcoming car meets and car parts. Whenever I see somebody selling car parts, whether it's S2000, Accord, Civic EG, whatever, or they do raffles, I put them on my story. No, I don't make money out of it. I'm not trying to be. I don't know. I'm trying to be supportive. And then last but not least, before I go, now that I think about it, now that you mentioned, it as the channel keeps growing, you start noticing how even companies start treating you differently, and even people. And what's crazy is that I have been reached out by 3 companies already. 2 of them are pretty big, and one of them is an up and coming one. And I've politely have declined any type of sponsorships. I'm not big into sponsorships. At the same time, I also don't want to be, now you're part of this group. I don't. I feel like once you become part of a sponsor, then they expect me to be somewhere and to say somewhere, and I don't ever want to be that guy who says, "Oh, try this brand because this brand is like nah." And so that goes to everybody out there. Just thank you guys for showing my love, support, and the same thing to you guys. As you guys continue to grow, you're definitely gonna have different interactions with people, and it's really up to you to really, you know, tone it down and to stay your ground and to, you know, really do what you believe in. All right, last guy. Marco Robles, thank you so much for tuning in, man. Because of your videos, I picked up a 95 Civic Coupe. Sick. I like sedans more, though, on that generation. Just kidding. Can't wait for it to hit the streets. So what's wrong with it? Is it that this series leaking, or are you planning on swapping it or whatever? Leave a comment. Leave a comment and give us an update on what you do. But that's dope, man. 95 Civic Coupe. I like those cars. But obviously the hatches and I think it goes hatch, sedan, coupe. I could be wrong, but I like the fact that you went with the coupe, just because it's not as popular as a hatch, obviously. Um, Keep at it. Hopefully, it's not something major. Hopefully something that you can do it in no time. But you know, I appreciate Noah. Like I said, I appreciate you so much, and you know, everybody else who tunes into this, have a wonderful rest of the week. And I'm gonna try to do another live stream maybe by the end of the week. Not the end of the week, but maybe over the weekend. I'm not sure. For sure next week. And yeah, come ready with some questions and anything that you guys want to share. I'll definitely be sharing different channels, maybe articles, and like I said, maybe get my buddy to be able to interview him or just have a chat live, and you guys can ask some questions. For now, I really appreciate you guys, and like always, we go for the car, we stay for the person. In this case, I really appreciate all of you guys, and have a safe week. Peace out, homeboys.